It's Election Day, and we're working in-depth coverage of Campaign 2014.
After months of campaigning and debating, the voters finally had their say in shaping the future of southern New England.
Our entire Eyewitness News team is spread out across the region, covering all the big races, the controversial questions, and looking out for any problems at the polls.
Here in Rhode Island, voters are facing 7 statewide ballot questions, and every statewide office is on the line.
Of course, no race is bigger locally than the battle to become Rhode Island's next governor. Democrat Gina Raimondo, Republican Alan Fung, and moderate Robert Healey all cast their votes this morning. Now we're just a few hours from seeing how the rest of the state voted.
Our in-depth coverage of Campaign 2014 begins with Eyewitness News reporter Walt Buteau, who's live in Warwick with the West Bay Mobile Newsroom.
Of course, on Election Day, every candidate, no matter where they're running, tells you they're confident. Today, the 3 running for governor in Rhode Island try to tell us why we should believe them. Republican Alan Fung voted in Cranston and then talked to us about momentum.
The message that we've been putting out there about making sure we get people back to work, putting more monies in their pockets with the sales tax reduction is resonating.
Raimondo cast her ballot in Providence, and like Fung, she's already making plans for her first day in office.
Getting to work. You know, you work for a year to get the job. I want the job. I want to get to work because there's people that need help in Rhode Island. We're ready to go.
Long shot moderate Robert Healey tells us the negative back and forth by his opponents will in the end help him and the moderate party.
They ran hundreds of commercials saying bad things about each other, and nobody ran a commercial saying anything bad about me, so I think I got a good shot.
And tonight at 6, the 3 candidates for governor will talk about the long campaign and where it's led them so far. Live with the Mobile Newsroom in Warwick, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.
As Election Day grew closer, polls suggested the gap between Raimondo and Fung was getting narrower, and that the impact of Robert Healey on the race could be game-changing.
Our in-depth coverage of the Rhode Island governor's race continues live from Providence with Eyewitness News reporter Tim White.
We're live on the 17th floor of the Providence Biltmore, where the Democratic candidates and their supporters will be watching returns closely. Now, in the final 3 days, each campaign focuses their efforts on certain towns they think are key to victory, and they hope for a high voter turnout in those communities.
Did you put it in? Yeah.
We're good to go. 4 weeks ago, our exclusive poll showed a 6-point lead for Democrat Gina Raimondo over Republican Alan Fung, but the polls have since tightened. And Washington, D.C.-based Cook Political Report used 2 words to describe the Rhode Island governor's race.
Toss-up.
Eyewitness News political analyst Joe Fleming says it's clear by the way the campaigns are acting. They think it's a toss-up, too.
They both feel they have a legitimate shot for victory tonight. So, I mean, we have 15,000 absentee ballots. We've seen governor races come down to those ballots. It could actually come down to the absentee ballots tonight.
Fleming says while the Raimondo campaign is focusing their get-out-the-vote efforts in areas such as Providence, Pawtucket, and East Providence, the Fung campaign has a different approach.
Is the city of Warwick.
Why?
Why? Well, first of all, you got a Republican mayor. It's a very large voting block in the state of Rhode Island. They turn out fairly well. And normally, if you're a Republican, you have to win the city of Warwick.
Fleming expects moderate party candidate Robert Healey to do relatively well, possibly pulling in double digits. Now, new at 6 o'clock, how a heated mayoral race here in Providence is going to impact the gubernatorial campaigns. Live inside the Providence Biltmore, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
2 independent candidates are also running for Rhode Island governor, Kate Fletcher and Leon Karian.